Masked federal agents, unidentifiable, storming into neighborhoods during immigration raids. Critics call it secret police on our streets. Now California lawmakers have passed a bill that would ban most officers from covering their faces, a move that could set up a constitutional showdown with Washington. Tonight, we're breaking down what this bill means, why it's happening now, and how it could change the national conversation on immigration enforcement. On Thursday, California's Democratic-led legislature approved a first-of-its-kind bill, barring most law enforcement officers, including federal agents, from wearing masks or face coverings that hide their identity during public interactions. The bill targets gear like balaclavas, ski masks, and neck gaiters, but medical masks, clear shields, and safety respirators are exempt. If signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom, the ban would take effect in January 2026. The legislation is a direct response to immigration raids by masked ICE and Homeland Security agents across California. Lawmakers say residents can't tell who's enforcing the law, which erodes trust and creates fear in immigrant communities. The urgency spiked after a Supreme Court ruling earlier this week gave federal agents more leeway to conduct immigration stops based on ethnicity or language, like speaking Spanish. State Senator Scott Wiener, who wrote the bill, didn't mince words. "We are in a disaster of a situation where we have secret police effectively on our streets." Supporters argue the bill is about transparency, accountability, and public safety. They say anonymous, masked raids have terrified Latino communities in Southern California. One senator recounted how a constituent, panicked during a raid, fled onto a freeway and was killed. Others say families are carrying passports to school and work out of fear. The companion bill, also passed, would require all officers, local, state, or federal, to wear visible identification, like a name tag or badge number. Not everyone agrees. Law enforcement groups strongly oppose the measure. Their argument: masks protect officers from retaliation, doxing, and cartel violence. Senator Kelly Sayarto of Riverside County put it bluntly: bad guys wear masks because they don't want to get caught. Good guys wear masks because they don't want to get killed. Police unions also warned the bill could make it harder to recruit new officers, and they argue the state doesn't have the authority to regulate federal agents like ICE or Homeland Security. Even Governor Newsom has raised questions about the bill's constitutionality. Can California really dictate rules to federal agents? Legal experts say yes, at least partly. UC Berkeley Law Dean Erwin Chemerinsky argues that states can apply general laws to federal officers just as they enforce speed limits or local gun laws. But opponents predict lawsuits, and Newsom hasn't committed to signing the bill. He has until October 12th to decide. California isn't alone. Similar proposals have been floated in New York, Illinois, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, but none have passed yet. If Newsom signs this bill, California could become the testing ground for whether states can limit federal tactics during immigration crackdowns. It could spark a wave of copycat legislation, or legal battles that end up right back at the Supreme Court. At the heart of this fight are people living in fear. Advocates say masked raids traumatize families, disrupt schools and workplaces, and make communities afraid to interact with police, even to report crimes. Opponents counter that tying officers' hands could endanger lives, including their own. It's a clash between civil rights and security, and one that could redefine the balance of power between states and the federal government. So, should California ban masks for ICE and law enforcement officers, even if it means pushing constitutional boundaries? Or should officer safety take priority, even at the cost of public trust? Governor Newsom has just weeks to decide, and the outcome could set the stage for a national battle over immigration enforcement in America.